little weird, especially with this streaming. So I'm going to go ahead and double check that it started successfully just really quickly. It looks like it has not. Let's try reloading this page. Okay, yeah, looks like it's live on YouTube. Let's double check Twitch really quickly. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay, cool. These are both live. That's great. So, what are we going to talk about today? So, we are going to be looking at the proposal to make some changes to how Spark is doing its Python user-defined function handling, often called UDFs. And specifically, I think this is around the Apache Arrow-based integration. But I haven't actually had a chance to review anything, so I don't actually know for sure what it's about. Cool. Let's see here. That's weird. It looks like the chat browser is being a little interesting. Let me take a look. Okay. This looks like it's working, except it's not working here. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh my my token because I think it's nice when we have the chat box working. Settings. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Chat box appears to be working. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to jump in on Twitch or YouTube. And I'll keep an eye on them as well, just in case the restream chat isn't working out, as happens from time to time. Cool. So that's where we are. I guess I'll go ahead and bring this over. So the first thing we're going to do is look for Apache Spark mailing lists. I have it in my own email, but I want to show you where to find this. And so the proposal was sent to the developer list, so it's in this dev thing here. If you're not subscribed to it yet and you're interested in Apache Spark, I definitely encourage you to subscribe to the dev list. It is a little high volume. I have some filters set up to show me the things that I'm more interested in. But then we can go also to these archives. It's really convenient. There's a search function here, and we're not actually going to have to use that because this mailing list post was fairly recent. So there's a Google Doc and a Jira that we're going to look at both today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Jira first because it's probably shorter. So it's from Reynolds, and it says, in the past 2 years, the Pandas UDFs are one of the most important changes to Spark for Python for data science. Yeah, that makes sense. But they've evolved organically and there's some confusion. Seems reasonable. Oh, hello, subroutine. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna take off these glasses. They're not helping as much as I thought they would. The transition lenses didn't go back. Anyways, and so it says we've revisited this as a result of discussions amongst these people. Okay, cool. So what are the existing comments? So Sean says that he generally likes it. Anything we can clarify to win. Message is, I fail to see why some UDF types are needed at all. With classic UDFs, the returned object could be described. Okay. And not intended to be called directly by the end user. I'm not sure that's true. Okay. Unlike... Okay. Let's see if people responded. No. Okay. So this is from 4 days ago. It's edited. And it's a thing. Okay. I think to understand this comment, we're going to want to go and take a look at the document first. We're going to not do this as programmer boo. We'll do this as my Holden Caro account. Yeah, interesting. Can I leave comments on this or not? Yeah, it looks like I can. I'm against deprecating the old UDFs for backwards compatibility. Personally, okay, cool. Yeah. I think that's reasonable. Although, actually, I mean, it's Spark 3. Let's not decide on this one yet. So, but let's come back there. Yeah. So this is the state of the existing UDFs. Yeah. The names of the UDFs can be used with rather than the description of the UDF itself. As an example, here is scalar group map. Scalar can only be used in select, and group map can only be used in a group by apply. Yep. I believe the initial scalar type specifies rather than a data frame. The convention is now broken with the new scalar iter and map partitions in Pandas feature. Yeah. Scalar name is confusing to many users because none of the operations are in a scalar. They're all vectorized. Sure. It's unclear whether a UDF's input should be a series or a single data frame. Oh, no. Siri, thanks for trying, but that's not what I wanted. Scalar iter with mapped partitions in Panda, and group mapped except data frames, but everything else except series. Yeah, that's true. There are different ways to include struct columns. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, oof. That's confusing. Yeah, maybe more controversial. Group mapped, grouped aggregate, and co-group mapped are a potential recipe for disaster because they require materializing the entirety of each group in memory as a single Pandas data frame. When data grows too large for specific groups, users' programs will run out of memory without any possible remediations, even if they want to apply streaming algorithms. Yeah, I think co-grouped ag. Interesting. I wanna revisit this, but this is definitely a thing where, yeah, I agree. Memory as a single Pandas data frame. Yeah, I'm also nervous about anything which requires materializing an entire group in memory. You only need to search for Spark and group by key to see what to see the number of questions people have about it have about out of memory exceptions as a result. I think providing functionality that does this is important and useful, but we need to make sure we are clear about what is happening so the users don't assume things will be safe, and they will not. Oh, awesome, Holden Griffin. Oh, I'm so glad. Ragava, I'm not entirely sure. It looks like, though, our chat functionality is only picking up chats from Twitch, not from YouTube. So I'll just keep an eye on the YouTube chat manually, because computers are terrible. Okay, so scalar is series to series or data frame to series. The UDF must ensure output cardinality is the same as input cardinality. Yeah. This looks reasonable. Scalar iterator part of Spark 3 takes an iterator of series, returns an iterator of series, or an iterator of data frame and returns an iterator of series. UDF must. Yeah, this makes sense. We want people to be able to do that. And then there's map iter, where we can change the cardinality. So we can actually drop elements. Oh yeah, no. So I'm reading the YouTube comments. They're just not showing up. I have a little overlay for the chat box that's just not picking up YouTube. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this manually. The overlay picked up the message from subroutine from Twitch, but not your message, Ragava, from YouTube. Anyways, Pandas UDF. Yeah, so this is really important and useful. Yeah. So grouped map, grouped aggregate, series to single value, grouped ag also works with Windows function, with windowed functions. Yeah. Co-group map. Okay, sure. So this is the existing one, and so here is the new proposal. Rather than focusing on a single dimension called type and an output schema, let's create 4 attributes when defining a UDF schema. Output schema, same as the current schema field. Cardinality, default of n to n or 1 to 1, whatever. I think that's fine. N to 1 or n to m. Okay, so these all look perfectly fine. Yeah, and a default value of a 1-to-1 mapping also makes sense. Okay, cool. Inputs, columns iters, data frame, or df iter. Yeah. Input schema optional, specifies the input schema, throws an analysis error if it's not present. So, I mean, this seems reasonable, right? Like we, all of the input columns are combined together as a single PD data frame, and the UDF is supposed to return a single PD data frame. There is no support for struct columns. Okay. df iter, except the input is returned as an iterator of PD data frames. The output should also be an iterator of PD data frames. Okay. Yeah, so I love this old code, new code table here. It's really nice to see the cardinality here being a string. I'm not in love with personally. Maybe makes sense for us to have cardinality enum. I imagine doing strings here could lead to a lot of typos for folks. A lot of lead to. Let's go with more typos for folks. Yeah. Yeah, users won't be confused why group map requires data frames and group aggregate requires individual series. I mean, that sounds nice. So one other thing though here is so I want to go back up here. Also, looking at the document, I don't see any proposed improvements for handling the situation. Ideally, yeah. Let's go down to here. Cardinality. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Would it make sense to also, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm trying to figure out where to leave this comment in the document right now, so that people notice it. Is I agree with Reynolds' point here. I'm not entirely sure whose point it is. But I agree with this point here that group map, group DAG, and co-group map are a potential recipe for disaster. Because we've seen that in Spark with group by key, right? It's really painful. Oh, hey, Nth Portal. What? I don't recognize this emoji. But that's cool. Hey. But yeah, so I'm not sure what to do here. I think it makes sense for us to have something where people can specify a UDF, which is a partial evaluation of a grouping operation, right? I think we want to give people the tools to do their job the right way. Ideally, we want to give people the tools to do their job the right way easily, and I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Pardon me. Sorry. Oh God. Oof. And so the thing is, I don't see us doing that anywhere in here. And that's not great. So I want to go ahead and look at some code. Ooh, cool. Okay, what's this? It's a variant waving hello. Cool. Yay. Hi. Okay, so I really hope I don't have any passwords in this. Cool, I don't. This is from my Disneyland MaxPass photo downloader script, because I go to Disneyland a lot. But we're gonna go Spark, Python, and we're gonna open PySpark SQL UDF.py. Yay! Hi, more friends. Hi, Atom Fighter. Thanks for joining us. So, yeah. I think we have a way of doing partial aggregations in Python. Yeah. Nth portal. I mean, it's okay that you've never been there, but oh, that's yeah. I love going to Disneyland and Disney World. I want to go back to Disney World, but it's gonna be a little bit of time. Just because I'm in California, so it makes a lot more sense for me to go here. I feel like there's a way to. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Python, PySpark, partial aggregation. There we go. Here we go. Oh god, yeah. Yeah. This one makes me sad. Yeah, so we don't support this in the SQL API, which is really frustrating because we have it in the old RDD API, I believe. Aggregate. Yep. Yeah, we have aggregate here, right? Yeah, so I think maybe one of the things, what I might do here is, okay, would it make sense to add an additional type of partial aggregate or similar, which allows for people to provide the three functions. So we can do aggregation without, so we can do Pandas UDF aggregation without materializing the full group by the full group. Or let me rephrase it. I think it could make sense. That being said, I think it would not fit nicely into the current new proposal. Although each of the three functions would be UDF defined under the current new proposal, or could be. E.g., 2 and 2, 1 and 1. And 1 G2. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that makes sense. 2 and 2 1s. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, not having anyone to go with does make the Magic Kingdom a lot less fun. You know, I like going with people. I don't think I'd go to Disneyland by myself. I think that would be less enjoyable. But you know, there's gay days and stuff like that as well. You know, you can find an event. There used to be Bats Day at the park. So you can find an event where like there's other people from like different subcultures going together. And like those days could be fun to go if you don't know anyone to go with otherwise. Cool. Comment. Yeah, sure. So I think this is good for the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a comment here. Let's log in. Crap, I have too many Jira accounts. Or more accurately, I have too many accounts on the Apache subdomain. Yeah, sure, whatever. So comment. So one thing, maybe I missed it in the document, but I feel like I don't currently see a solution to problem Baltimore. Oh, Baltimore might be a bit far to go to Disneyland, but you know you can probably find one. Problem number 6. Problem number which one was it? Problem number 6. I left some suggestions. I think it's a worthwhile thing to keep in mind, since making it easier for people to write properly scalable code should be I want to say like our API should encourage people to do this. I left some suggestions, but they're early thoughts. I think it's a worthwhile thing to keep in mind. Ideally, our APIs should push people, should make scalable solutions the path of least resistance. There we go. I think that's reasonable. Let's hit add, and that's good. Okay, cool. Honestly, I was expecting this was going to take a lot longer to go through, because so let's go and take a look at some of the other comments then. Maybe there's something in here. Yeah, nested columns. Oh yeah. Oof. What? Oh, that's just a bug that people want to fix. Okay. What's this? Input schema. I think this would need to be types, since the names would be specified already. Since the column name should be specified when applying the UDF. Yeah. And it might make sense to apply it to different names, but have where the types stay the same. Okay, cool. Yeah. Should define how column names are mapped to the, I mean, that's just not a bad point. Oh yeah, this is interesting here. Oh. Yeah. Okay. In the current Pandas UDF or 2 Pandas implementation, we've been serializing the struct column in Spark as PD series. Woof. I'm not super sure. I would really love to see Brian's thoughts around this. So let's go ahead and actually, because I don't see Brian's thoughts here yet. Brian. Okay, let's go ahead and I'd love to know at Brian Cutler's thoughts on this proposal as well. I'm sure he has something interesting to say. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Disneyland. Yeah. This is the first time I've done a live stream where things go in the favor of Disneyland. I do like Disneyland. Okay. So this one is, I don't know about deprecating the old UDFs. I'm worried about it because I worry there might be functionality in the old UDFs that we're getting rid of. But I don't remember what the functionality gap is right now. So I want to go take a look at what's going on here. So yeah, we've got this return time. Invalid return time. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah. Okay, actually, so since I'm not sure, what I'm going to do is ask, is there a compatibility gap between the old PySpark UDFs and the new ones anymore? Maybe we don't get rid of them, and maybe we don't get rid of the old UDFs in 3.0, but we can deprecate them now, so so that we can move them in the future. So UDF is user-defined function. And the data formats, actually, a lot of this is about the fact that we're changing the data formats underneath. So it means like if people are applying custom code, it's a more of a database term, which is a little strange in Spark because, you know, for those of us coming from, you know, the RDD API, everything's a UDF, right? Because we always have user-defined functions. So yeah, because I don't know if there's a compatibility gap here or not. I don't think there is anymore. If there is, though, I don't think we should get rid of it. But if there isn't a compatibility gap, I definitely think deprecating it is the right way forward. And if we don't think there is a compatibility gap, there's always a possibility that we're missing something, in which case, you know, deprecating it in 3.0 gives people the chance to essentially make their opinions known as it goes forward. Is there any case when Hive can work faster than Spark? I mean, that's complicated. I'm sure the answer is yes, because you can always make Spark do silly things with enough work, or even intentionally. I think generally speaking, Spark is faster than Hive, but I'm certain there are corner cases where that is not the case. And that's just life. Okay, I think this is probably a good stopping point. We've gone through this document for the most part. We've, at least skimmed other people's thoughts, left some comments about sort of some of the concerns that I have here, and I think that's good. So I think we're going to wrap up unless there are any more questions. It can be about programming or it can be about Disneyland. And, if we're good, then we'll just stop there. If anyone happens to be in the Portland area, OzCon, Caro, you should definitely come see me at OzCon. This week I will be doing 2 sessions introducing Kubeflow. I'll be doing that one with my friend Trevor from IBM. What is my favorite Disney animation? That's a good question. I would say probably Frozen. Yeah, can you please indicate specific about the above case in my comments? So, I don't know a specific use case where Hive is faster than Spark. I just know that there are definitely going to be cases where Hive is faster than Spark because that's the joys of computer systems. I think generally speaking, though, Spark will be faster than Hive. But, I don't spend a lot of time working with Hive. And yeah, okay. Other one will be some live PR coding, which I'll be doing with Leah as well. Sorry I don't have a more concrete answer on the Hive front, but I'm glad at least I have a concrete answer on the Disney front. Yeah. Old employer, current employer. Anyways, cool. So that's it. I hope you all have a lovely day. If anyone's in Portland, definitely come. Feel free to say hello. I have pink hair and I tend to stand out, although there could be other people with pink hair at the conference, so double check first. But definitely, come say hi if you're at OzCon. Let's go back to this talking screen. Whoa. So thanks everyone. Have a lovely rest of your week.